Joining us now is the author of today's article in the New York Times about the Obama administration and its concerns over the safety of Pakistan's nuclear arsenal, David Sanger. Mr. Sanger is also author of the book The Inheritance: The World Obama Confronts and the Challenges to American Power. David, good to have you back. Just last week, President Obama said that he was confident that Pakistan was protecting its nuclear arsenal, but your article quotes senior officials saying they are worried. So why do we seem to have the contradictory sentiments here?
You know, I think what the president was asked was whether or not he believed that Pakistan can and will protect the arsenal itself. And he expressed confidence and then went on to say that his confidence was in the army, the Pakistani army, which is one of the few institutions in the country that actually works. But that confidence is based mostly on the assurances they have been given that this is the Army's #1 priority. And there are many concerns about not only the weapons themselves, which I think most people believe are safe, but the materials that are produced in the laboratories. Those laboratories were, of course, already the biggest source of proliferation we've ever seen. And they're also concerned about what happens if weapons are transported.
Specifically, what are American senior officials worried about? I mean, what's the scenario they envision?
The scenario, Martin, is not that somebody comes in and grabs a missile and a warhead and the fissile material and puts it together and launches it. Too complicated, particularly for, terror groups, Al-Qaeda, so forth and so on. The concern is that they grab enough of the fissile material, uranium or plutonium, that they can then make the claim that they could produce either a dirty bomb or that they could produce a small nuclear weapon of a very simple type, the kind that we used in the 1940s when the United States was first trying to design nuclear weapons, and that they could sneak that into another country, into a base, something like that. So their concern is that they would get something that would enable them to make a crude weapon. And that's a different concern than being worried that somebody would steal an intercontinental ballistic missile, which is sort of beyond the concerns right now.
President Zardari is meeting with President Obama on Wednesday. What could the president say that would assure or reassure Mr. Obama about the security of Pakistan's nuclear weapons?
You know, Martin, I'm not sure that there is anything that President Zardari himself could say, because while if you look at the flow chart, and I've been to Pakistan and been to the Special Plans Division where they keep track of their weapons, the flow chart shows President Zardari at the top of the command authority, the National Command Authority that looks over the nuclear weapons. In reality, these weapons are under the command and control of the Army, with some influence, we think, from the Pakistani intelligence service. So it's not clear that President Zardari or any other civilian leader has a real day-to-day voice in how these weapons are either secured or employed.
All right, we have to leave it there. David Sanger of the New York Times, thank you very much as always.
Thank you.